Hello and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today I'm in the Amagi, the tier 8 Japanese battleship. I am on the map hotspot in the domination game mode and it is a tier 8 battle. Well, at least it is a tier 8 battle for my team. Our opponents were not so lucky. While we have 2 tier 8 ships, they have none. So it's probably going to be a pretty good game for me, thanks to Wargaming. Now, the Amagi has 5 turrets. They are double-barreled, 410mm guns. Upgraded, you have a range of about 20 kilometers. And they can hurt a lot. Now my first target is a poor little Cleveland, a tier 6 cruiser. And well, now I think I didn't do that much damage because there wasn't much damage left to do. It was a Citadel hit nevertheless, and it got me a kill. And I think now he is sad, and I honestly have to say I feel a little bit sorry about him. Well, that was funny for me, but I still kind of feel sorry, at least a little bit. Now, out. While we have 2 tier 8s and they have none, we also have 2 tier 5s because they are platooned with a tier 6. And maybe this is some sort of way for the matchmaker to compensate. I really don't know. It makes no sense. Anyway, I have focus fired those torpedo bombers, even though you can't see it in the replay for some reason. I've also launched my catapult fighter. And I'm now demonstrating that the anti-air of the Amagi is quite good if you're defending yourself against tier 6 carriers. If you're meeting a tier 8 carrier, or maybe even a tier 9 or tier 10 carrier, it will look a lot different. And you will cry and probably die an agonizing death. Unless you get support from it. Now, I'm pretty close to a destroyer here, but it's a Russian one. It's the Russian premium one actually, and I think his torpedo range is pretty miserable. So I should be completely safe here. I have switched to high explosive because, well, armor piercing will just overpenetrate. You can do quite a bit of damage with armor piercing, and destroyers don't have a lot of health, so if you have armor piercing loaded, just shoot armor piercing. It's not like it will do no damage at all, but if you have the time, switch to high explosive. Now I'm switching back to armor piercing. That destroyer is dead, and well, I didn't really do anything. Now, as for the match itself, I'm now trying to capture A. I'm a top tier battleship. If anyone is taking shots, it should be me. Now, while I can't really dodge enemy shells, I can quite take a hit, and I'm first not sure what this enemy is doing. But he's actually driving forward, so I will realize that after my first shots and aim the others accordingly. And I'm doing something very stupid. I'm presenting my broadside to 4 enemy battleships and I get punished for it. I totally deserved those hits. It was bad play on my part. Now we've lost C, but we took B. Our team is pretty much... well, we are pretty much all together somewhat. and we are in the lead, which might be due to the matchmaker. Now, since we have A, there is absolutely no reason to push against those battleships. This poor little cruiser is, well, and I mean this Königsberg here, he's probably going to die pretty soon. Don't think he should have pushed that far, and here comes a hopefully good salvo. And yeah, I think that was like 12,000 damage, so pretty okay. Now the reason why I'm retreating at the moment is because I still don't want to get shot by all these battleships at once, and as I said, they make no real move to go for A, and if they are content staying in the back here, then I mean we're winning anyway. But with more support from my team, I mean this battleship he's slowly driving forward. I still have cruisers here. And yeah, well, I don't know why this cruiser is charging. It's probably rather suicidal on his part. He should have really stayed a bit back with us. Especially since he had really good range. Now I am turning around while there is no real reason for me to rush against those ships. I mean, what else am I gonna do? And as the highest tier battleship, I do have somewhat a responsibility to lead the charge. Now, as long as these ships stick with me, I have absolutely no problem gauging those enemies. Or at least I can like drive around here in circles depending on how the game turns out. Now I'm once more sailing in a way that I'm presenting my broadside to those battleships. But I think this Colorado was the only one who truly abused this so far. I think he was the guy who hurt me before. Now my support didn't, well, follow me, but they are supporting our other battleship. And they, together with torpedo bombers, took out one enemy battleship. Now with only 2 of them remaining around here, there is no reason for me not to just push. And I don't know. Several times I suspected this guy being AFK. But if you watch him a little longer, you can see he's shooting his guns, and he is, I think, moving backwards. Maybe not now, but he will move backwards in the future. I don't know what he is doing. Now this guy is intelligently not presenting me with his broadside, and because I didn't pay any attention, I run my ship into the ground. Now I'm here a sitting duck with 2 battleships who could easily citadel me, and will they take advantage of that? Well, probably they won't, because so far I haven't been doing anything useful. Now you can see this guy is moving backwards, which is, well, I will never understand the obsession of people of moving your ship backwards. Sometimes can work in order to dodge shells or something, but I mean he's here pretty much in the open ocean, and he's not surprising anyone if he's moving backwards over a long period of time, and he won't be in any shape to like change direction of his ship. If there were torpedo bombers incoming, he would pretty much be a sitting duck. Because if you're moving very slowly, you can't really turn your ship all that well. Now, I'm going for this Colorado. I've turned my ship towards him, so he can't citadel me, hopefully. and I'm presenting a much smaller target. Now there was just an incoming salvo, so now I turn my ship. I shoot all my guns into his exposed broadside. Afterwards I will... yeah, well, I turned too much actually. Now I will turn back in order to minimize the damage of his returning fire. I was a bit too slow doing that. You could pull a maneuver like that a lot more efficiently. And I will now hope... well, didn't finish him exactly, but he is burning, and there he goes. Now I've spotted the carrier, and there is still a Miyoko. This game is pretty much won. I mean, we don't control C and nobody's going for C, but it really doesn't matter at this point. We can just take our time, hunt them down and win. And once more we saw what happens if you are presenting a broadside to a battleship at... well, it wasn't very long range now, was it? And this Fuso, he is still moving backwards. He isn't... well, it's no challenge hitting this guy. And once he dies, we should pretty much win this game. So, I got my 4th kill. I've had a pretty decent game so far. And I can still get a few shots on this carrier maybe, but yeah, as you can see here, we won, and we pretty much won. Well, I'd say we won to a large degree, maybe because of the matchmaker. Not that the enemy played very well, but maybe they've just given up when I saw the matchmaker, and I still managed high caliber.